I'll take that!
The wickedness of humankind is great. Everything they think and plan is evil. So I will destroy every living creature on Earth. I am sorry I ever made them.
It's the word for all time, the word for all the world. The story is forever alive. Superbook.
We gotta find somewhere to hide!
Save me! Get him to save you! It was his idea to skip school!
Oh? Well, you were right there with me, because you were crushing all over Pearce.
Chris, are you sure about this? School starts in half an hour.
You have first period study hall, and I have a note from Mom.
You forged a note from your mom?
Relax, will you? It's no big deal.
Chris, you left your lunch at home again. I went to school to give it to you, but you were not there. So I used my GPS to track you here, where you appear to be breaking into the skateboard park before it opens.
Giz, listen, we're kind of busy.
Hey, Quantum! You ready?
You bet. Whoa.
Hi, Pearce.
Huh? Oh, Pearce, you know Joy?
Oh, hey. This way, Quantum. Let's see what you got.
Your skateboards have rockets?
Those nitro blasters are how my team's gonna win the insane games next week. You think you're tough enough to ride with us?
Yeah, well...
Show them what it takes, Zaina. We shot this video on a street run last week.
Can't get past me!
All right! Phoenix Dirty Show's over. Now let's see what you got.
Oh, Chris, can we talk?
Excuse us a second.
This is very, very dangerous.
That's why they're called the Skateboard Maniacs. They're the hottest team in town, and they want me to join before the Insane Games.
Why do the words maniac and insane not worry you? Can't you see that this Pearce person is violent?
I think he's cute.
No!
Superbook!
And Superbook said we would meet a righteous man who walked in fellowship with God.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If there is a righteous man left on Earth, he isn't in this town.
Uh-oh.
Watch out! Run!
Help! Help!
Look out, Joy!
I'd like to stay and protect you guys, but
Do you know where you're going?
anywhere but...
I still don't understand why Superbook would dump us in the middle of a town where everyone was trying to kill each other.
Yes, especially if he was trying to introduce us to someone who walked in fellowship with God.
Whoa. Guys, I think I found our man.
Build an ark from cypress wood and waterproof it with tar, inside and out.
What's an ark?
My records indicate an ark is described in the Bible as a large boat built by Noah.
The length of the ark shall be 300 cubits, its width 50 cubits, and its height 30 cubits. You shall make a window for the ark, and you shall finish it to a cubit from above, and set the door of the ark in its side. You shall make it with lower, second, and third decks. Look, I am about to cover the earth with a flood that will destroy every living thing that breathes. Everything on earth will die. But I will establish my covenant with you, and you shall go into the ark. You, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you.
I'm still good. Not so much now.
Wonderful job.
You've really done it, Noah.
That is a big boat.
You are correct, Joy. A very big boat, which we have built in the middle of nowhere with no water in sight. And by the way, my instruments show no sign of potential precipitation.
Gizmo, God said he would cause a flood. My guess is your instruments are wrong.
Come into the ark, you and all your household, because I have seen that you are righteous before me in this generation. You shall take with you 7 each of every clean animal, a male and his female, 2 each of animals that are unclean.
Wow, look at all of them.
Also 7 each of birds of the air, to keep the species alive on the face of all the earth.
Whoa, look at that! I hope we have room for all these animals.
Yes, and I hope we have rooms big enough for some of these animals.
What is it? Keep them coming. 2 by 2.
Sacrificial animals to the right, non-sacrificial animals to the left. Ugh. Ugh. It's a good thing cows don't fly. Ugh.
Or elephants!
Up you go. Move along. This looks like the last of them.
Come on, Giz. Keep it moving. Well, we're almost loaded, but still no sign of rain. Whoa. Totally awesome.
Wow. Whoa.
This is amazing. I can't believe they all fit so perfectly.
Noah, how did things get this violent? I mean, is God really angry with everyone?
I don't know if angry is the right word, Chris. I think that the Lord is heartbroken.
It seems, bit by bit, mankind has turned to evil and violence, and now that is all that remains.
Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. As for the rest...
It's no use, it won't budge.
Great! Now we are locked in a giant boat with hundreds of soon-to-be smelly animals, and still not a drop of rain to be seen. Huh?
What is that?
Uh-huh. There it is.
Everyone, make sure the animals are secure.
Gizmo! Oh, securing animals, right!
Now it begins. Do not be afraid. The Lord is with us.
Chris! I got you, Giz! Hold on, little guy! Oh,
Good job, Gizmo! You saved the penguin! That is so sweet.
Wow, that was the wildest raft ride ever.
Chris, this isn't some amusement park. Don't you realize? Those animals, Noah's family, and us. We're all that's left.
Yeah.
all this rain. And all these animals. 20 days. I don't know how much more of this I can take. No! And would somebody keep the elephants in their pens?
So, it's about this friend of yours?
Pearce. Yeah. I thought I wanted to hang out with him. Be like him. He acts like he doesn't have to follow the rules. Like he and his friends are special, you know?
That sounds appealing, doesn't it? Exciting. A little dangerous.
Definitely dangerous.
You know that feeling you had? The feeling that says, I know what I'm doing is wrong.
Yeah?
Eventually, you stop listening to that voice. You make a wrong choice here, a selfish decision there, like your friend. And like those people out there. They didn't care. And before long, they stopped living the life that God wants for them. So, finally, they lost everything.
Am I like them? Is it too late for me?
No, Chris. You're still asking that question. God does not abandon those who try to live for him.
Oh,
40 days and 40 nights of nothing but rain.
and animals.
Then God remembered Noah and every living thing, and all the animals that were with him in the ark. And God made a wind to pass over the earth, and the rain from heaven was restrained. Then exactly 5 months from the time the flood began, the boat came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. 2.5 months later, as the waters continued to go down, other mountain peaks became visible. After another 40 days, Noah opened the window he had made in the boat and released a raven. The bird flew back and forth until the floodwaters on the earth had dried up. He also released a dove to see if the water had receded and it could find dry ground. But the dove could find no place to land because the water still covered the ground. So it returned to the boat, and Noah held out his hand and drew the dove back inside.
Stop squirming, or this is never going to fit.
Giz? What on earth are you doing?
Chris, Joy, I have got to get off this boat. Do you know what the problem is with all the birds Noah has been sending out looking for land?
They don't find any?
Precisely, because Noah is sending them out without the proper equipment. Well, no more. I have equipped this bird with a heads-up display infrared mapping system, laser sight, solar-powered thermal heat retainer, 6 weeks of food, and an umbrella. Why, with this state-of-the-art reconnaissance package, he will find land in no time. And a parachute.
Never mind the bird act, Gizmo.
Besides, Noah's already sent the dove out again. I think he's got it under control.
More than 2 months passed, and at last the earth was dry.
Go out of the ark, you and your wife, and your sons, and your sons' wives with you. Release all the animals, the birds, the livestock, and the small animals that scurry along the ground, so they can be fruitful and multiply throughout the earth. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease. I have placed my rainbow in the clouds. It is the sign of my covenant with you and with all the earth. I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you, and every living creature of all flesh. The waters shall never again become a flood, to destroy all flesh.
Superbook!
All right! No more ocean cruises for me!
So, you gonna do this or not?
Not.
What?
You heard me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm late for school.
Me too.
I do not go to school, but I am late for, like, a lot of other stuff, don't you worry. Oh, I got things to do, you bet. And they do not include you, or— Whoa!
Okay, go! But don't come crawling back, Quantum, because the skateboard maniacs don't give second chances.
What did I ever see in him? He's not as cool as he thinks he is.
Yeah,
You do realize we're gonna get detention for cutting class.
it could be worse. We've seen how things can get really bad.
But God can make all things new again.
Jesus, you died upon a cross and rose again to save the lost. Forgive me now of all my sin. Come be my Savior, Lord and friend. Change my life and make it new, and help me, Lord, to live for you. Change my life and make it new, and help me, Lord, to live for you. Jesus, you died upon a cross and rose again to save the lost. Forgive me now of all my sin. Come be my Savior, Lord and friend. Change my life and make it new, and help me, Lord, to live for you. Change my life and make it new, and help me, Lord, to live for you. Change my life and